international talent. He's born in Baghdad, Iraq, and he came to America and made a way. Here he is walking out of the cage with his coach, Nate Libby, and he's just earned himself another amateur title. There.
Hey guys, I hope you guys are enjoying the show here. This show is brought to you by Margot Jean Photography, intention to have every session be full of life. This show is also brought to you by Back in Action, your choice for sports chiropractic.
Here we are right now. We're watching Duncan the Highlander make his way to the cage. Duncan the Highlander is an absolute character. And I know this because I trained with him a little bit. I'm familiar with who he is, but when he showed up at Media Day, he was winking at my wife and winking at me, winked at everybody, and he was all over the place. If I use a word to describe Duncan Smith, I would say he is a character.
Oh yeah, for sure. What do you say about all the exchanges on social media with these two?
So Duncan tonight, he's fighting Chandler Chapman, and at Media Day, I said, you guys, like, what is going on? You comment on a post, and then the other guy likes the post. And I told him, I asked Chandler Chapman what he thought about you, and he said, oh, I like him, he's positive vibes. And I said, is that how you feel? Like, he's positive vibes? He's like, oh yeah, Chandler's a good guy. He's positive vibes, and so that's just it, right? These guys, they like each other. Like, they're like friends on social media. They like it on each other's comments. And tonight they're going to get in a cage and fight.
This is a great matchup.
Yeah,
These guys are very, very similar.
So take a quick note here. You have Duncan, a red belt in Hapkido. We want to represent that. Very experienced, 5-3. He's coming in the cage tonight, and he's a 4-stripe blue belt. He wanted to boast that. This guy can grapple. He is a guy, he's an example of a guy who came into the gym on the first day, maybe wasn't so gifted out of the gate, but he just kept working, and now he has captured multiple amateur titles, and he's here tonight to test Chandler Chapman, who's making his walk to the cage right now.
Here we got Chandler Chapman, the crowd favorite.
There's the scene of Chandler Chapman. Focus, high-fiving fans on the way out. You see, when we describe him, this is maybe a polar opposite in fighter. He's going to come and he's going to bring sensational techniques to the cage. You will see. He's coming off of a loss, but even in his loss, he was very sensational. He has good composure. You can see already. He's ready to fight. He's focused. You can see it in his eyes. And a key for him tonight is going to be to wrestle in space. We've seen Nate Libby's guys do well on the cage, and there's a sense of this fight that if it's going to go in his way, he's going to be fighting in the middle of the cage using those sensational techniques. While Duncan looks to take him to the cage and make it muddy and the sort of fight that he wants to be in. We see right now, you see Duncan waiting for him as Chandler makes his final steps of preparation with Coach Brandon Lee.
And you can see Chandler, he's usually very smiley, crowd favorite. He told us on Media Day that he's in a different headspace.
He's focused, he's locked in, dialed in, ready to go, and you can see it right now. Here he is, ladies and gentlemen, Chandler Chapman. This is stinking insane. This is insane. I love it. I love Duncan, the Highlander, Chandler Chapman right here. So smooth. Turn to the cage.
The following contest is for the Arm Strength Amateur Middleweight Championship. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. Entering tonight with a record of 5-3, from Gorham, Maine, weighing in at 179.4 pounds, Duncan Smith! His opponent, entering tonight with a record of 4-1, from Portland, Indiana, weighing in at 180 pounds, Chandler Chapman!
This is insane. These boys are locked in the cage. They're ready to go. Ladies and gentlemen, Duncan the Highlander, Chandler Chapman for the middleweight amateur title. Shout out to everybody watching from Maine. Love you guys. Thank you for tuning in to the broadcast only at artofscrap.com. Touch of the glove, show respect, and the fight's underway. You have early pressure by Duncan. Ooh. You see Duncan trying to walk down, taking a page out of the book of his last opponent, of Chandler's last opponent, to walk him down in the cage. Level change by Chandler Chapman. Chandler clinching, driving to the cage. We said, right, Nate Libby's guys know how to compete on the cage. Chandler's clinching, should have the stronger wrestling, but in his last bout struggled with the cage wrestling detail. Drive turning, fighting inside the clinch, shoulder flipping position, blocking that knee with that inside hand reaching for pressure. Ooh. Oh, big drag, big drag. Big drag into a scarf-hold position from Chandler Chapman. No threat right now, but he needs to be mindful to keep that arm so he doesn't get his back taken. He's comfortable with the head and the arm stuck there. It's a lateral drop, sort of as a hip toss that he's had success with in other fights. Good shot there, we see the work close. And Duncan is working right now to connect his hands behind his back and work that arm free. As he works that arm free, Chandler's gonna need to not to hold that head. He can't have his back taken as that arm comes free. He has to control the elbow. Can't see the work of where his arm is, but he has to control the elbow to not have his back taken. If he has the elbow, he can still work something here. 55 seconds left in the opening round. Now, like we saw in the earlier, in the earlier fight, he's a little bit on the side, but now he's starting to secure the back position. If Chandler can keep a hand, what he wants to do is keep a hold of that top hand, that choke hand, 2-on-1, fight that hand down. Keep that hand down, 2-on-1. He's gonna pull it down and look to put his weight on top of him or turn into him.
Oh, it's in there, 10 seconds.
10 seconds, 10 seconds! 10 seconds with A, pries the hand down.
Oh, he's out, Chandler's out.
Chandler felt like he just needed to make it to the end of the round. And you saw him there fighting that choke down. You heard the clap of the bell to just make it to the end of the round. And he started to lose the battle with the grip fight. And he got caught in the choke. We're gonna look at the finish here. The crowd obviously not appreciating that Duncan celebrated in the manner that he celebrated, given that his opponent was still in the ground after being choked unconscious. But it's the fight game. Here he is. Here's a hand fight battle that we talked about. He was fighting with the hands, and there he goes out. Ref steps in. That's all she wrote. Can take a shot at Chandler Chapman here, recovering, of course, in front of his hometown crowd. He's disappointed with the result of the fight. The experience of Duncan Highlander paid off in a match that was very much, as we said, there's a grinder versus more of the sensational technician. And when it went to the cage wrestling, and just the IQ, that elbow, the grip on the elbow. Here we are, turn the cage.
In the first round, and the new AOS Amateur Middleweight Champion, Duncan Smith!
Niche! Also, interview Chandler. Interview Chandler second.
I'm here with Duncan, the Highlander.
Stay in, Chandler.
Duncan, congratulations.
Stay in.
All right, thanks.
How are you feeling?
Hey.
I feel great. Sorry about that, guys. Got a little emotional. He's really good. Took me down. I didn't want that to happen. And some emotions came out after that. That's not me. All respect to the Legion and to Chandler, to everybody here. I love you guys. Thank you to my team and to my son, Quentin. Daddy loves you. I'm coming home with the belt, baby.
Lots of love and respect all around. Congratulations. Let's hear it for Duncan, the Highlander.
Class A X from Duncan.
I'm here with Chandler Chapman.
Interview with Chandler.
Chandler, what happened tonight?
I thought I felt good. I thought I felt good walking out. The music was playing. My friends are over there high-fiving them. Got in the cage. I felt a little off striking. I felt like I was moving too much. I was dipping my head too much, but he got the back and choked me out. I was trying to grab the hand and pull it down. He's so slippery, it slipped out. He got it in. I woke up, get up. Don putting ice on my back, but I mean, it is what it is. I mean, didn't have a good day, I guess, is what it is.
Chandler, you have a bright future ahead of you. Lots of fans cheering you on.
I want to thank you. I want to thank Mike, Eva, everyone who's helped out. Thanks for showing up tonight, guys. Give it up for Duncan. Really good fighter. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for all the work you've done.
Absolutely. Let's hear it for Chandler
Class A act
Chapman.
from Chandler Chapman. It's so hard not to like these guys.
Well, and Chandler Chapman is, people fall in love with Chandler Chapman. He fell short tonight. It was a technical detail, a good jiu-jitsu moment for Duncan Highlander. I was just talking with Chandler right here. He had the elbow line, right? And I asked him, I said, what happened? You had the elbow, you knew you had to keep track of that. And he said, actually, I wanted to transition to a bulldog choke. And he said, he's got a big head. That's what he said. He's got a big head, so I thought I could stick him in the bulldog choke. That's not a technique he's been training, but when he did that and he lost track of the elbow, Duncan was setting up the back grab. As soon as he had it, he started really attacking that choke.